The inspiration was this ribbon. And I love everything red trucks. When I first started making wreaths a year ago, about this time, the first thing I'd made was a big red truck wreath. And I thought it'll just fly off the shelf. But it didn't, of course, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then I discovered that red trucks were probably, or trucks in general, were probably going to be going to the wayside. But they're still here. So when I saw this ribbon, I got this from Deco Exchange. I knew that I had to have that. Red hat wreath? I don't know what that means, Patty. Okay, so we're going to pair this ribbon with this. I got the purple truck from Deco Exchange. I got this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I got this ribbon from Deco Exchange. And it was just meant to be. I guess they did that on purpose because it's adorable. And then I got this ribbon from Deco Exchange. This is a faux Dupioni silk. And y'all, this ribbon is absolutely gorgeous. And it is double-sided. But it looks like Dupioni silk, but it's not. It's faux. But I've never used it before, and we're going to see. So the edges of this satin ribbon, this is Hobby Lobby's Everyday Satin Ribbon. So I did dovetail the ends, but what I did was I had to put some no fray or some glue on the edges here because it was really starting to fall apart. So if y'all have not ever done that, I got this from Hobby Lobby. And you just brush it on the ends of your ribbon or your really thin ribbon that's fraying, and it will stop that fraying from happening. So, so even though we've got all these pretty colors, I'm going to call this a farmhouse wreath because of the red truck. It's a farm truck. It's an old red truck. And because it's a farm truck, that lends itself for a little more country or rustic vibe. And that's why I found this ribbon with this country red and white check. That has a country vibe, but the Dupioni silk is not country at all. That's more sophisticated. So I got the Dupioni silk to blend with the iridescence of the glittered hearts and the foil strands in the mesh. So it's kind of my crazy way of thinking. I'm kind of mixing old with new, country with glam. Again, that country glam theme. I love country glam. I guess that's going to kind of be my calling sign, is country glam. So we'll put these aside for now. We're going to be using 21-inch. This is Snowball Red Deco Mesh. And it's called Snowball because of the little white snowballs in the pattern. And also it has a foil inside the weave too. And we're also going to be using 21-inch regular standard purple deco mesh. We're going to be doing the curl and loop method. So for anybody who is not familiar with the curl and loop method, you're going to get to see it tonight. So you know how when you are creating a bunch of wreaths and you always have these little end pieces left over. Well, the curl and loop method is perfect for these little end pieces because by the time you get down to the center part of this loop, it is so tightly curled that it makes it just perfect for this technique. Because what you're going to do is you're going to curl your loops, you're going to curl your mesh long ways like this. And if it's already curled, you're halfway there. Then we're going to have some accent curls with this 10-inch mesh red and 10-inch purple or lavender. And it's got the foil stripes in it too. We've got these hearts. Now, at Hobby Lobby last year when they opened back up, they had all of their Valentine stuff 80% off. So everything you see here tonight, Valentine's related, I pretty much got it 80% off. I did get these. So this is actually pink, but by the time I held it up to the ribbon, it was really close in color. So I wasn't initially going to use these, but I think I am because it's close enough. The hue is close enough that you can't really tell it's pink because it looks like it's purple now when you put it with that. So I'll be using those. And then I've got these. I may or may not be using these. We'll just play it by ear. And if I need to use these, I will. $3.99, 80% off. They are puffed hearts, and I haven't cut them off yet. Hopefully that won't be a big deal, but they're adorable. So these, you guys, are so beautiful. These are Christmas roses that I got today at Michael's for 60% off. And so this one rose is regular $6.99. So I probably paid a little bit over $3 for it. And then I got these for $7.99, 60% off. So I paid about $3 for these. So those are going to go in as well. Those are beautiful. So I'm doing this on a 24-inch evergreen base. And I've gone through here and I've fluffed out all of the stems. And I've even gotten started a little bit. So I wanted to see what it would look like. And so that's what we've got here. So I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to do 18 ties. I'm going to try to do 8 on the top and 10 on the bottom. And if it doesn't work out that way, that's fine. We'll play it by ear. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 3 more. So by the time, if you're eyeballing it, you may have to make some adjustments. And I may have to, and we'll see. So for the curl and loop method, you're going to take your mesh and you're going to work with it. You're not going to try to curl it the opposite direction of the way it's going now. So you're just going to go with it. All right, so you're just going to start rolling it up. You don't want it too tight. And you're going to take about a hand's width, maybe a little bit more here at the end. And you're just going to kind of crimp it down right there. You're going to go to your last tie where I tied this red, where you tied whichever other color you're using, whatever you're using. And you're going to twist it down. Okay? So now you're going to do the same thing on this end. A little bit more than a hand's width down. Scrunch it together. Now I'm just eyeballing it. So I'm going to come to about right here. So these are cut to 14 inches in width. So you've got the 21 inches in length, and I've cut them 14 inches wide. You don't really want them a whole lot bigger than that, because then you won't be able to fluff this out like this, because it'll be continually rolled up on each other, on itself. So I'm going to need to make adjustments, because let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. So let's make some adjustments here. So I'm just going to pick this up and I'm going to move it down just a little bit. Both of those pieces at the same time. Okay. Now I'm going to untie this. I'm going to pick this up and move it over a little bit. Now, if you need to measure, then you go ahead and measure. When I first started, I took a little piece of chenille stem and cut them up, and I would mark it like this, and then I would measure over to the next spot and mark that, and I had a bunch of these little ties on here marking where I wanted to tie it. You don't need to go through all that. Don't do all that. Just eyeball it, and then just correct it. So let's move this one over a little bit. So what have y'all been working on? So I think I'm going to do another Mardi Gras wreath. My last Mardi Gras wreath sold. The very first one I made. It sold. And so I'm going to make another one. And we'll do that next time probably. All right, let's move this over. Business cards. You've been making business cards, Suzanne? Like physically making your own, or designing them and sending them off for somebody else to make. It's pretty cool if you're making them yourself. Gift wrapping. Oh, relaxing. Yes. All right. So this one I cut off of a brand new roll that I unopened. And you can tell how big the roll is, that it came from the outside. That's it naturally. So toward the inside of the roll is better, but it doesn't matter. You can use either one. So just start rolling. Just finished Red Truck Valentine with the same red and snowball mesh. Nice. Show me a picture. All right, so we're going to go back here to our last tie and add it. I love the red truck. And a little bit more than the hand's width, and just grab it here. All right, let me see what we have now, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may have to adjust again. Maybe I should have measured. Making your own and designing them. Oh, nice. Oh, that's real nice. So I'm going to move this one over just a little bit more. I'm going to attach this. So I really want to get 9 up here on this, and I want to get 9 on the bottom, but I might not have enough room. Maybe just 8. All right, so we're going to put one here. And I may have to move this all over a little bit more. That's what happens when you use evergreens. It's not measured out for you. I'm going to flip this over because I've got this edge here and I want it underneath. So I'm just going to give it a little twist and flip it. And it still wants to come out, but that's okay. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to move this over a little bit more. And I'm going to shove one more in there. It'll be kind of tight, but nobody will ever know. All right, last one for the top. So I'm going on that same tie and I'm untwisting it and I'm going down to the mesh. And fluffing that out. So let's just go through here and fluff everything out. All right, let's go down to the bottom row. All right, so obviously this is a piece that came from one that we were on the end of it because it's already rolled up for me. I'm just going to roll it just a little bit tighter. Elaine, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to computers. This has been the hardest year for me because I'm trying to do all of this social media stuff. I don't know anything about computers. It's been hard. I mean, I don't mind all the posting, and I mean, I don't love it. I don't mind it though. But sometimes it's as simple as not knowing which button to click. I can spend an hour trying to figure out, you know, how to record or how to, I don't know. It's just hard. All right, so I keep getting this edge showing up right here on the top. So let me see if I can remedy that, figure out what my problem is. So I'm going to take this out and let's re-roll it. See what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so let's try this again. Well, golly, Suzanne, I need to hire you. Maybe your niche is in helping old ladies like me figure out how to navigate the computer. Maybe that's what you need to be teaching. Yeah, I do it. Suzanne, I didn't even know what a URL was. So probably when I was explaining that in a little live a couple weeks ago, you were probably rolling your eyes. All right, y'all. So obviously this one came from the very center of the roll. Look how tight that is. I don't even need to do anything with that. I'm just going to put it on. Seriously, I had to go get COVID tested again today because I've been exposed, but I you know, so far all my tests have been negative. But as I was driving home, I listened to all kinds of podcasts for business, and as I was driving home, I was thinking, if I ever manage to figure this stuff out, I'm going to do a class for all of us old ladies, and a lot of y'all are not old, I'm sure, but I am. I'm going to do a class for all of you, us old ladies who didn't grow up with this. I mean, you need to know the basics, and I didn't even know the basics. Well, I'm right there with you, Elaine. But I mean, Suzanne, if you could get a class together, I don't know if you love computers or hate them anymore for working with them for so long, but you could make some money. I mean, you know, there are a lot of people our age who get into these crafts because their babies are out of the house. They're now, you know, time is more of their own than it's ever been. And so they start getting into crafting. Well, then if they want to sell their crafts, they figure out that they have to know how to navigate the system and a computer, basically, to just post anything on Facebook, on Pinterest. You love doing PowerPoint presentations to music. God, that would be awesome. So you have editing software and all that. Me too, Elaine. I'm embarrassed of my ignorance too. But I just keep chugging along, embarrassment and all. I'm not even really counting. I'm just kind of eyeballing. I hope it's going to work out okay without having to do too many adjustments. Looks like I have a lot left over here. It's supposed to go on this wreath. I might ought to start putting them closer together. Well, Suzanne, I may hit you up with that. I've got a lot of ideas for, wow, this is a really tight roll. I really didn't want it that tight, but it just does what it wants to do. I've got a lot of ideas for digital products. I'm currently trying to figure out how to work my blog. You know, it's just all foreign to me. I want some digital product that I sell. So, Elaine, you know, when I was seriously thinking about doing a blog, I went to YouTube and I just started typing in a search, you know, how to start a blog. That was the very first, or how to write a blog, or how to start a blog. That was the very first search I ever did. And then it was, you know, how to use WordPress. And I had to open up two screens. One, the screen I was working on, and the screen where the YouTube was playing. And I literally henpecked. Every time that person said, do this, I did it. It's crazy. I'm sure my sons could have just went right through it. My grandson probably could have just jumped right to it. It's not easy. Doesn't come easy to me. Yep, that's how you learn. All right, so we're getting down to the last of this. Few more. I learn by watching anyway. That's how I learn best. Watching and doing. You can't preach to me and expect me to learn a darn thing. I got to do it. I got to see it, and I've got to do it. So I still have two more to put in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I think it's going to be good. I have come a long way, Cheryl. Long way. All right. We're getting there. So I didn't even introduce myself. I'm getting off track. So let me go ahead and do that. I am Jamie Shahan, owner and creator of Teal Lollipops Wreaths, where I create beautifully handcrafted wreaths for all of the holidays and all of the seasons. And now I'm teaching others to do it too. So if you are liking this video, if you like what you see, and just hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell, and you will be reminded of future videos that I upload, or any lives. If you are watching this on Facebook, then just like my channel and you will be notified whenever I do some lives. Most people learn that way. I never did mesh wreath until I found you. Aw. And you've done them well. So just to recap, this is the curl and loop method for doing a deco mesh wreath. And you take your 21-inch mesh and you just do a single, you just roll it up lengthwise until you have a tubular shape, and then you just start twisting it into your wreath base. It's easier to learn the curl and loop method not on an evergreen, but on a regular 15-inch elevated work wreath form, where you've got the ties already evenly spaced out for you. You don't have to think too much on it. All right, so there's that. Yes. It's never too late. As a matter of fact, I am a firm believer that when we start to have time on our hands and when we get older in life, we start to look for things to engage our minds in. And this is what I turn to. And, you know, I truly believe that you can be an entrepreneur or a business owner at whatever age you want. But when we're older, we have usually we have more resources and we have more time. And so I think there are probably lots of women just like us out. Okay. Lots of women like us out in the world who are doing just that, starting a business later in life. All right, so I'm going to take two versions of the 10-inch mesh. And I think I'm just going to do simple rolls, just straight rolls. And we're going to put it in each of the ties. I just have my Bowdabra just to hold it. So just simple rolls. Just start rolling it up. Just like that. That's just going to hold it for me. And I'm going to do both colors in each tie. And that'll hold 4, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 4. Or more. We'll just see how much it holds. So I started out cutting these at 14 inches because I was going to do the woodland ruffle, and I'm tired of the woodland ruffle. So then I started cutting them to 10. So you can get away with 10 inches. You don't have to do 14 inches for these simple rolls. Just do 10. Even if it is, this is Hobby Lobby mesh. And Hobby Lobby mesh is usually thinner and more see-through, which I don't necessarily like. But even with Hobby Lobby mesh, you can get away with 10-inch curls. And so that's what it will look like. So alternate your colors on top and on bottom. I just do that. Sometimes the one that is on top is the color that is most visible. Not always. So that's just more texture, more variation in heights, more variation in color. Keeps your eye moving around the wreath, which is what you want. Anything that's visually appealing, your eye is only attracted to the focal point, not to the various pieces in the wreath. So y'all, on my Mardi Gras wreath, you know, I was trying to make an over-the-top Mardi Gras wreath, and I had that extra. All right, I don't like this, and I don't want to redo it, so I'm going to just cut this out. I had that extra wreath that I put on top of the wreath. Well, I ended up taking it out because I didn't like it. It was competing with the ribbon. And the ribbon is the star of the show in that wreath. And I just couldn't get it to look right, so I took it out. So, the moral to that story is nothing is permanent. And you can design something in your head, but then when it actually comes to fruition and you're looking at it and you don't like it, it's not always how you imagined it to be. So just start over, which is what I did. Not completely, but I just took that thing off. So these are just straight rolls. Nothing fancy. So I've got the lighter lavender color in this 10-inch mesh. And then I've got the darker purple color in the 21-inch mesh. So this doesn't matter if you roll it tight or roll it loose. It's all going to kind of come, you know, unravel a little bit at the edge. So it doesn't matter. You can roll it loose or you can roll it tight. Thank you, Elaine. I think it's going to look great too. So y'all, I moved into this new craft room, and my dog Jack, my shadow, all day today. So because I'm off, quarantined, because I've been exposed to COVID, I've got a lot of time on my hands. So I've spent a lot of time upstairs here in this craft room. And he has been up here with me the whole time. Everywhere I go, Jack goes. So he's been up here with me. Well, I moved into this new craft room, and I usually just leave the door open between the two rooms. And Jack's not coming in here. So today he was hanging out over there watching me like a stalker through the door. But he was hanging out over there because I guess he's just used to being over there. Thank you, Terry. Good to see you. Were you here at the beginning of the video, Terry? Where I showed you the inspiration? The inspiration came from ribbon. So y'all, I don't pair colors that well. Just FYI. You don't have to pair colors that well. It doesn't have to come from your head. What you do have to do is find an inspiration piece and go with the colors that's in that piece. And that's how I do every one of my wreaths, is I find the inspiration piece and what are the colors in it, and that's what I use. Now, I will get better and better and branch out a little bit, but for now, I just copy what's in my inspiration piece, and it's worked for me. All right, so now I've got to come back to, and I don't think I have enough cut. I don't have enough mesh cut. I've got to come back and put the ribbons in every one of these ties. They're starting to get really tight. Yep, I didn't cut enough mesh. This is going to be one full wreath. It is already looking really full. So this will not be a flat wreath at all. This will not be a wreath that can go between the storm door. What size of Bowdabra am I using? Well, I don't know. I've only seen 2 sizes of Bowdabra on the market. And I'll look at this one here in a second. To my knowledge, there's only 2, a small one and this one. And the small one is really small. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have a size on it. But if I were to guess, there are only 2 sizes. A small and a large. And the small one is for this. There's no making no mistake. It is for little girls' hair bows. That's how small it is. All right, so I'm going to cut some more. I think I need 8 pieces. Let's see. 1, 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I need 8 more. So when you're cutting, I just put mine on top of each other and just go to town. So I'm going to cut these at 10 inches since I don't need 14. There's 2. There's 3. See if I can make 2 cuts. There's 2. Wow, I need a new blade, I think. All right, there's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. All right. All right, let's get started again. I really like these colors together. I think they're awesome. Thank you, Cody. So the red truck I bought at the Christmas warehouse when I went to that. And last year when I bought the red truck at the Christmas warehouse, they were 20 bucks a piece. And this year they were 17 a piece. So I only bought one. I didn't buy a bunch because I've been hearing that the red truck is going to go out of style, and it hasn't, but I've been planning on it to. So I was afraid to buy too much. So you don't have to untwist these ties and put it right next to the mesh underneath, but sometimes I do. If I'm not getting much of a tie to work with, then I will go ahead and untwist it all the way, put my mesh in, and then really squish it down. And that gives me more tie that I can tie my ribbons with. Sometimes you can get a really thick product in each tie and you can barely tie a ribbon to it. So when that happens, you'll need to undo it and take it all the way down to the initial part where you put that first mesh in, and you'll get a good squish it really tight. There it is. So I never would have paired red and purple together. Now, not all reds and not all purples are going to go together, but if you get them with the same hues, some purples are more on the yellowy side and some purples are more on the red side. And this particular purple is more on the red side, so that's why it matches well with this. Now some reds are more on the orange side, so that particular red may work with a different color purple. Lori from Hardworking Mom said the red trucks are still on trend and gnomes. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't like gnomes until now. They have become quite popular. Oh, crap. Don't go anywhere. Good to know. I wonder where people get their trend information. Going to market and seeing what they're trying to sell you, maybe? Or Google search? I don't know. Google, yeah. Good old Google. All right, we're almost through with the mesh. So Market, so Suzanne says, tell me about Market. I keep hearing about this. So there are a couple of places here in the United States I've never been. And it is a place, now I could be wrong, so I'm just going to tell you what I think I know, okay? But there's one in Dallas and there's one in Atlanta. And it is like a huge store, only I don't think you actually leave with product. I think you leave having put a product on order at wholesale. And so every year, and I think these things go on all year long. I thought that they were like twice a year or 3 times a year, whatever. But I think they actually go on all year long. So I want to make a trip to go to market. My cousin and I are going to do it. And I want to go and purchase product and you always purchase for the next season. So Damon from Deco Exchange just went to the market in Chicago just this week, and he purchased for Christmas next year, Easter next year, fall next year. Yeah, Chicago. Yes, ma'am. I don't know, Patty, do you know of anywhere else that does it? So I don't know. I need to look into it. I'm nowhere near ready to buy a bunch of product. I don't have the money. But, I mean, I don't know what the minimum purchase is. I'm sure there is a minimum purchase. Okay, looks like we're done, y'all. There we go. That is going to be one full wreath. All right, so let's get on with the ribbons. All right, so to recap, we've got 2 colors of 21-inch mesh that we did the curl and loop method on the base. And then we've got these, and then I've got 2 other 10-inch mesh accent colors that I did simple curls and put those in each of the ties. I've got 18 ties total, 8 on the top and 10 on the bottom. And now we're going to put this ribbon in there. Let me separate these out real quick. So I've got this red truck on a purple background, and the red truck has hearts coming out the back, so it's a Valentine ribbon. And y'all, I'm so mad at myself. I always tell everybody to count your ribbons as you are, count these as you are, before you cut it. And I cut 1 extra of this, and I'm so mad at myself. Because this could make the difference between a tail, enough to have a bow and not. So you believe the minimum purchase is $500? Is that it? So they're not all in one area, Suzanne. So they're in Dallas. But yes, the vendors are all under one roof. So the Dallas market, and I'm not sure if they are always there together at one time, but like they'll have an outdoor housing market, and then they'll have an indoor wares market, and they'll have a Christmas market, stuff like that. But all of the vendors come together under one roof, and sometimes they'll be on 10 different floors. And they're wholesalers from all over the world coming to sell you their goods, basically. Hey, Louise. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this red truck. Love this red truck. So I'm going to put, I've got 2.5-inch red truck with hearts on a purple backing. And I've got this red check gingham, and I'm going to put it up toward the top, and I'm going to eyeball the center, and I'm going to scrunch it together, and I'm going to turn it into a V, and then I'm going to push these insides down in there. I don't know how else to describe it, to where it is kind of curled like a bird's wing. And then just start placing it. Just start anywhere. So I put my 1.5 inch ribbon toward the top. I put it toward the top of the ribbon so that when I fan it out, more of the 2.5 inch ribbon is visible. If I were to put it toward the middle, it would be covering up more like that. Red Hat Society is a national group of women who meet monthly. They wear only purple and red. Ah! Wow, that's pretty sweet. What do they do? What's their purpose? I wonder. Yeah, the Craig Bachman is where Damon and his group went. Hey, Penny, welcome. We are doing a Red Truck Valentine wreath. Are you snowed in Michigan, Penny? Uh-oh. See, I'm not supposed to do this one yet, so let's skip one. There's that one. We'll move on to this one here. Deco Exchange has this ribbon right here, and I absolutely love it. I got the lavender, but they have white. I don't know what other colors they have, but I bought the lavender, and then I'm a member of the subscription box of Deco Exchange, and I got the off-white in that one. It's good, stiff ribbon. I really like it. Oh, well, it's a pretty neat concept. Purple and red. They would love this wreath. So all of these ribbons are cut to 12 inches in length, and they're dovetailed. Add SEO for Red Hat. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I'll have to look at that. What did you say it was? Red Hat Society or something? Red Hat Society, yep. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Or at the very least, I'll put purple and red in my SEO. Oh, y'all, my dog. I hear him whining outside the door. He doesn't like not being able to get in here to me. Poor baby. So I finally did get the Mardi Gras video uploaded to YouTube. It attempted to upload for like 24 hours. I went to bed thinking, okay, well, it'll be done the next morning. And it still wasn't done the next morning. So I just had to stop it and start all over again. It finally did upload. I didn't think it was ever going to. The colors are so bright looking at it on camera. I mean, they're just as bright, you know, in person, but I didn't realize it would be that bright on video. Oh, yeah. I don't know of anybody else who does that. But I saw Lori with Hardworking Moms one time pull her ribbons. She really will pull that top ribbon almost completely straight out from each other. And then, so I took it one step further and thought, and I really liked it, the way she did it. So I took it one step further and just started offsetting the ribbons so I could get more of an accentuated look like that. Patty was saying she loved the way, the tip to offset the ribbons like this. I think that's what you meant, right, Patty? All right, let's go up to the top. Plus, sometimes, you know, you pay a lot of money for these ribbons. And sometimes your ribbons, they just get lost. And you can't always see how pretty they are. Because you got another 1.5 inch ribbon on top of it. And that means you've only got about 1 inch showing underneath. And I try to pick ribbon that I want everything showing. I want it all to be, you know, I want it all to be seen. I do love this red truck and purple combination though. Oops, I did it again. So let me skip this one. Go here. No, I didn't. That was right. So I started getting ready. I mean, I had about 2 minutes to go before I was ready to turn the camera on and hit record. And I realized I didn't have my glue gun. I was like, where in the heck is my glue gun? And so I had to frantically search for it. And it was over there in the pile of stuff from moving from one room to the next. I'd forgotten to get it out. Found it just in time. All right, we're almost there. We're getting there. 3 more, I think, is all we have. All right, y'all, I'm going to have to go open the door. My dog is so sad. Okay. So I just have 1 more or 2 more. Did I miss one somewhere? Oh, man. I really overcut my ribbon. I've got 3 pieces. That's how much ribbon I've wasted. Oh, that makes me so mad. I'm wondering if I missed a tie somewhere or 2. I'll have to go back and double check. Nope. Right there. All right, I missed one right there. All right. Oh yeah, I skipped that one because I accidentally started to put one right next to each other and then forgot to go back. So, Patty says, I know you're going to Wreath Makers Live. Can't decide if I want to expand my hobby or just go for the fun. Tickets for airline and accommodations and transportation are rather something. Expensive, maybe? Is that what you were going to say? And I think tickets will probably sell out. I don't think they're doing as big of a venue this year as they have in years past because they don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I mean, if you can afford to go for the fun of it, I think you'll learn a lot. A lot. I'm hoping. I've never been, so, you know, I don't know. All right, so here's the truck. Here's the red truck. And I'm probably going to put it somewhere like right there. Or I could put it at the top. Or on the side. All right, let's just get it in here and see. I have been to Texas Designer Roundup. So I've heard of Texas Designer Roundup, but what is that? Okay, so this is actually a wall hanger, and it's got the little hanging things here. So that's what I'm going to use. But I have heard of the Texas Designer Roundup. Who sponsors that? And where is it? I'm going to take this price tag off here. Ranch House Reeds. I'll have to look that person up because I don't know anything about them. So, did you have a good time? Did you learn a lot? Would you go again? Because if you've been to something like that before, only a different host and a different venue, and you liked it, then I would try to go to Wreath Makers Live. All right, so let's see. So I'm kind of liking this offset a little bit. Or I could put it right there in the center. I want to do a really big bow with some streamers that kind of come in and out of the wreath. I don't really do that much, but I kind of wanted to try it. All right, so let's just give that a shot, and if I don't like it, I'll change it. That's kind of my motto. If I don't like it, I'll change it. Sometimes I'll try different things and they don't always work out, and sometimes it ends up being a pretty good trial. All right, I'm going to flip this over. All right, I'm going to attach this right here. So with this being offset a little bit, one of the attachments is on the outer ring and one is on the inner ring. Well, I'll have to check that out. I was a little tight, y'all, so I was like, that's pretty cute. I like that. What do y'all think so far? So I think I'm going to try to do a big bow right here. And then maybe if I can work it out, having some of the tails kind of go in and out of the wreath. All right, let's put this away for a minute and let's make a bow. It's really pretty. Okay, which one do I want to use? I think I'll use, if I can find it. I don't know where I put it. I'll just use this easy bow. All right, so my top tail doesn't have to be too big. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's about 10 inches, 11 inches, something like that. And I'm going to do, oh yeah, I'm going to do probably, let's do 6 inches for the truck. Let's split this around one more time so that that truck is right. I don't know if I can keep it like that. All right, so I'm gonna spin this around again. Can I do that? No, I gotta do this way. All right, so that's 6. Spin that around. Let's see if that'll work. All right, this loop, this tail, I'm just going to leave attached still. Is that even? Yeah, that's even. All right, let's do this one next. This is double-sided ribbon. Essentially, this front part is a little bit wider than the back part, so I guess it's really not, but if it were to happen to not get twisted, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I will make these a little bit shorter, just by a little bit shorter than the truck. I'm going to leave that tail attached as well. So I want the star of the show to be this ribbon and the truck. So I'm going to put it last. This is really thin ribbon here too. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter still. And I'm going to leave those tails long and attached to the spool. This one is going to be a little bit shorter than the red gingham, just a little. All right. So I just have 2 loops of each of these. So let's tie them together. All right, let's see what we can do with it. So let's just fluff this up real quick. So I'm thinking that that bow could go about right here. I'm going to cut this one off, and I may add some more of this in. I'm going to cut this one off about right here, I think. Let's dovetail it. All right, let's go ahead and attach this to the wreath, and then I can play with it and see if we can get it doing what I want it to do. So I'm thinking somewhere about right here for the bow. Come on. I lost a tie. There we go. There it is. All right, I'm not going to worry too much about those for right now. But these, I'm thinking of maybe having these kind of dip into the wreath like right here. Okay, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to use this as a prop. Prop that up so I can see it better. So I'm going to take just a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue these together. Let that dry for just a second. So I'll probably do something with these. So that's going to be way too long, so let's cut that. Oh, I hate to cut this truck, but I'm going to. See if I can get this on this other side. Yep, let's cut this. All right, let's see if we can get this. So I'm gonna get a little twist tie. I think I want that about right there. I'll drop all these on the floor. I'm getting in my way. So I'm going to crimp this together right here. I'm going to add a twist tie. And we're going to go down right in here. I'm having a difficult time finding the bars to tie onto without flipping it over. There we go. We'll pull this to the inside of this wreath. Okay. So I may do one more of those. Either one more or I'll just let it drape. I think I'll do one more. So I'm going to do the hot glue again. Uh-oh, I took it off the stand so it might not be hot. Ooh, it is. Don't fight with it too much. Wherever it wants to lay naturally, that's where kind of where you need to glue it. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for just a minute before I mess with it. So I need to do something with this. And I kind of do want it just to hang down right there, but that's going to be way too long. So I don't know. Maybe I can just curl it. We'll just leave it like that for now. And then if it's out of place a little bit, we'll cut it. Okay. Red Truck, Red Hat Society, Valentine's, purple, red. Did you look those up? I'm going to look those up for sure. All right, I probably need some more glue here. I think I might. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more glue down here. All right. This is already starting to fray. Drives me crazy. And y'all know the more you touch it, the more it'll fray. So if you can leave it alone, the better off. But when it starts to fray, I can't help it. I got to clip it off. All right, so I think I want to put another one. Somewhere around right here. So I think I'm going to scrunch it up right here. Ay, ay, ay. Put another tie. I'm going to go right in here. Okay, and then I want some little streamers down in that falling below. Now I've run out of ribbon here, so I'm just going to dovetail this, and I may just add another streamer ribbon piece, a faux piece in there. And pretend like this is not even a part of that. Hopefully I've got another roll. Yeah, I do. So I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I'll probably just tuck another long strand of this in here. But I'm going to wait until I decide exactly how long I want it. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. What do y'all think so far? Looks pretty cute. All right, so let's add some embellishments. So let's add some stuff. Here we go. Let's figure out what we like. I'm just going to start cutting and gluing. If I can get this off without messing up that nope. That looks cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave these long like this or cut each heart off individually. I'm thinking I'm going to cut each heart off individually. Let's just see what we can do with it. I mean, I like the spiky tendrils, but I kind of want to fill this up with hearts. These are just falling off too. So let's get a couple more of these first. Let's get these in there. Plus in the ribbon, it's got hearts coming out of the back of the truck. So if I can get some hearts in here looking sort of mimicking the ribbon, I would like to do that. And that's what I bought these little wooden hearts for, because I was going to somehow put these in the back of the truck. But this right here might be even better. Let's just play around with it a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do, Elaine, because it's got that in the ribbon. The hearts are coming out of the truck bed in the ribbon. And I've already glued that one in place. I could put that one like right there. Something like that. I wonder if I could just do 3 right there. I'll have to play with that and get that just right. But I do like the idea. Plus, it'll help keep that truck in place. Maybe just 2, and then some smaller ones. Okay, let's keep going. So I think I might put a little heart here in the center. Maybe the small one. Yeah, let's do the small one there. These look uneven, so I'm going to have to fix this somehow. Pull that a little bit, even that out. So all I did, this one looked longer than this one. This loop looks longer than this loop. So I just gave this loop a little tug. Figured out which side, top or bottom, would pull from this loop, and it happened to be the top. All right, see which size I want. See, I fuss with this, y'all, like crazy. All right, I'm going to do the small one. That's why I do a lot of this off camera, the embellishments, because it takes me a bit. I'll mess with it a lot. All right, I like that one there, so I think I'm going to put that there. Let's see. Yeah. I'm committing, all right. This is rare for me, you guys. I'm determined to finish the wreaths online, on the lives. You're so funny, Elaine. You got me down, though. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah, I've got these. I've got all of these to use, too. And these, actually, they spin. The little purple part spins inside. So, I don't know. Yeah, that looks cute. I wonder if I could put one of these in here. Let's see, I'll play around with that. I'll have to really play with that, y'all. Oh, let's put another big one up here. Thinking I need something up here. This one's a little bit longer. So I'm just going to start putting some hearts everywhere. I don't like that hole in that one. So let's see if I can... Yeah, there we go. And a lot of them have that hole in the top. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I'm just going for it. Just going for it. Nothing is permanent, right? All right, I really like this a lot. Not necessarily that, but I do love these big hearts here. I wonder what a third one would look like. Let's check it out and see. All right, let's see. I want the third one here. Let's figure out how I'm going to do it. So I've already glued that one in place. If I hadn't done that, I could do something different. could always glue these to each other, and I kind of like that configuration right there. So that looks really cute. So I'm going to put a little glue right here. Let's stick it together right there. I may have to hold it here for a second. The 3 big hearts. Let me hold it here for a second, y'all. I need some of that spray that they use in cake baking where they're decorating, and when they get something where they want it, they spray this spray on it and it makes it harden. I need that right now. Ooh, it is not. Come on, hurry up. All right, still wanting to come apart a little. All right, let's see what I can do here. Maybe I can push this purple out of the way, down and out of the way. Put that one like right there. That's still, yeah. Except I don't have that. The lane. That's exactly what I need. Is it just air? I mean, I can always get my blow dryer out. All right. Darn it. It doesn't want to, wants to pull apart. Okay, I'm liking this configuration right here. I may have to glue that to that ribbon to get it to stay. So if this doesn't work, gluing it to itself, what I'll do is I'll take a piece of wire and I will shove it into the back of this styrofoam heart and glue that wire in there, and then I will shove it down into the wreath base and wire it to the wreath base. It's taking forever for this to set up, and I don't know why. So let's see what we can do now. But for now, we'll carry on. See, it's still wanting to fall apart. So I want something like that. Stop. Skewer, yep. I guess if I had thought this through, I would have had this ready. Okay, I'm going to put some glue right here. But I'm winging it. Again. A toothpick too, yep. Actually, a piece of wire or a toothpick to connect the bottom to each other would be perfect. So I may have to do that. This is going to be adorable. And that mimics the hearts coming out of the back of the truck. And I could even put a few more in there if I had to, or if I wanted to, which I may. All right, let's carry on. Let's put some more stuff in here. I think I want one of these. I don't care if it's upside down. I may put one right here upside down. I don't think it matters, really. And my pieces of wire are so short that it's not like I can put it in there and bend it up to where it's upright, which I would like to do that, but where am I going to put this one? Put this one here. Put this up here. I think I'll put this one up here. Okay, we're getting there. Hey, Bella. I think that's all of the little hearts. No, I've got some more. Hang on. Mm-hmm. I think I really want one here. I've tried to put one here 3 times and haven't done it yet because I didn't like the way it looked, but still don't. All right, so I think I'm going to be done with the hearts for the time being. Yeah, I might not need the roses. Let's just play around with it and see. Let's just put a few in here because I might. Let's just see. Because I actually forgot about the roses. I've got them cut and sitting over here, and I just forgot all about them. Hey, Amy. It is cute, isn't it? See, I think I'll take that one out and put one that's a little bit bigger. So let me see something here. Let's try this rose, see what it looks like. It's a little bit lighter color. So I've got a lot going on up here. Maybe I'll put it down here at the bottom. So I've got the bow up there. We've got the big glitter hearts. So let's try this down here. Cut it off a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know about the hearts. Maybe 2 of those right there. I mean, I don't know about the roses. That's what I meant. I don't know. What do y'all think? I like this rose. I just don't like these. I kind of like that rose right there, but I don't know if I should just do one. Okay, I think we're going to go no roses. And I think we're going to be done. I'll probably put a few more of these here and there, but I'll have to putz around with them for a little bit. Get them exactly where I want. So let's do something with this tail down here. So I would kind of like it just to hang down a little bit. Just a little. Let me see what I like here. So I'm thinking probably about 12 inches. So let's cut this one like that. Let's cut this one just a little bit. Just a little bit longer. Oh man, I butchered that. Let me do that again. Roses, yes, Patty? Okay. I will play with it because I really wanted the roses. That was part of the original design, and I just totally forgot about it. I should have started with the roses. Now I'm going to take a little piece because I was short. So I'm just going to take a little piece and add it in here. And so I'm just going to gather it. And put a little chenille stem around it, twist it up. And we'll just go down in here with it. Make it look like it was a part of this tail. And we'll just tie it off somewhere back there. I think that's going to be it. What do y'all think about that? I think it's adorable. So cute. All right, so let's just recap. We have a 24-inch evergreen vase that I got at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. It is one of their winter wreath bases. You can use those all year round, and this is one example of using it. We did 2 21-inch deco mesh that we did the curl and loop method. We did a purple and we did a red. And then 2 different kinds of 10-inch mesh that we just did straight curls and put in every tie. We did 4 different kinds of ribbon. We've got the red truck ribbon, the gingham red ribbon, the hearts and lavender stripes ribbon, and then this faux Dupioni silk ribbon. And we did 12-inch cuts with dovetailed edges on every tie, and then we made this bow. And in the bow, we took the long tails and we just inserted them into the wreath and then have them going down at the bottom, just hanging down here. Then we've got this adorable red truck and some heart accents which mimic the hearts in the back of the bed of the truck. And that's it. And then a few embellishments here and there. So I will probably come and put some more tomorrow, mess with it some more and put some more hearts in here just to get everything covered up. And that's it, you guys. And I'll have to work with this because it's already coming apart. I'll probably take the toothpick or the wire and insert it into each one and attach them to each other and then put them in there. And that's it. So if you guys want to know whenever I've got another video out, just hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell and you will be notified when another video comes out. And then if you want to know when I do Facebook Lives, just join my Facebook Teal Lollipops page, and you will also get notification when I do the lives. So I appreciate you guys showing up again. There's a certain handful of you guys that show up every single time, and I so appreciate you guys for the engagement and for the support. Love you guys like you're my sisters. Maybe someday we'll get together and actually meet each other in person. If you like it, please share it and get the word out. And as usual, if you have any questions, you guys can message me. I'll be happy to help out any way I can. Okay? All right, so the next video, we're going to be doing another Mardi Gras or a St. Patrick's Day. I haven't quite decided yet, but we'll do one of those. Since my Mardi Gras sold already, it might be a good idea to go ahead and get another one in the shop. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.